Hey, what's going on, family? I hope all is well. You know, I'm getting ready to take this stride back, but I wanted to say I had a little story to tell you guys right quick, right? And that's that. Have y'all ever remember, like, say for instance, a dog, right? Y'all remember when dogs caught the mange and stuff like that, right? And then what would we have to do if our dog caught mange? And a lot of times they caught mange due to getting into something that they ain't had no business, stuff like that, or not quite being taken care of properly, right? Okay. But we used to have it was a remedy for it. How many can guess? I'll wait. Burn oil. Y'all remember that? It used to sound crazy and look crazy, but you used to have your uncle or somebody who was a mechanic. He used to go by and get old bucket or something, and then they would give us some old oil from a vehicle that they maybe had changed the oil in, and then we would go and cleanse the dog in the burn oil so that the ticks, the fleas, whatever it may be that had got on its coat, right? It would stop it from being able to attach itself. It would stop the itch. It would stop the burning. It would stop all the effects that it had the purpose of doing to try to harm the dog, right? Okay. It's the same thing with us, y'all. It's the same thing with God chosen people, right? Anointed ones that have pure hearts, ones that come here and try their best to help, not just themselves, but others. Tell me if I'm wrong. My loyalty, which that's what a pure heart is, loyalty. No matter how much and how whatever it looked like, we always go back to our master, right? They say the sheep will know my call, right? Okay. So it's all about loyalty. And see, when God places his hands around his anointed ones, every time the enemy come and try to clinch on, he slip off. Every time. And see, all before we kind of woke up to what was going on. Hold on, guys. Hold on, family. Let's get across this road real quick. It's starting to drizzle, but I feel like I'm just being cleansed myself, right? Alchemist, right? We just making the best out of whatever the situation is. Okay, so like I said, it's the same way. When God chooses his people, he chooses based on the loyalty. It's not about how much you done did wrong. It's about being able to turn it around within time and then do it right. Having the faith of a mustard seed. That's not much, y'all. But see, a lot of people have went the wrong way. I done did it too. But a lot of people have continuously, habitually, a lot of people has become habitual offenders, meaning they do things knowing it's wrong and then continue to do it. I used to be the same way. Driving a car without license. How many do that? Done did that. Right? Get stopped, first offense. Get stopped again, second offense. And it's like we did those things because it's like we didn't have no help. So we had to break certain rules and try to just to get by, y'all. Just to take care of our families. You know, I remember when I had my trucking company, Fulton's Freight Systems. And if y'all look it up, y'all will see all that I was doing. And at that time, and I was trying to help people at that time. I had a couple employees. I had assistants, personal assistants and stuff. And I was always trying to find ways and positions to put people on. Because I always say, if I get on, man, the world better watch out, because I'm helping all the people that everybody turned their back on, right? I'm pouring burnt oil on everybody. right? So, I just wanted to tell this story because it hit my soul today when I was working. And I'm like, wow, if you think about it, sheep at certain times, the pastor over the sheep, right? I forget what they call it. I forget the name I want to say, but like the herder, the sheep herder, whatever that word is, they would put oil on these sheep, you know. And in my way that I experienced it was more of a dog and burnt oil, right? It would stop all things from being able to attach. And it would be based on, you would only go and get that burnt oil if you really love that dog. Because a lot of times, I remember, you know, when I was younger, you know, it was times that when a dog caught the mange, man, people would get the dog and ride out and go on a back road and let the dog out. And then the dog be looking at you while you pull off, man, and that ain't right. But how many people feel like that happened to you? How many people felt like when God chose you, we didn't know, right? We didn't know we got chosen. But when God chose us, boom, we got took into a back road and dropped off. Got our head knocked off, right? Had to start over again. And what I mean by that is witchcraft, you know, spells, all this black magic, stuff like that. And it affected us so much, y'all, that it kept our head in a loop, right? We couldn't get out of it. It was like, all we could get out of it was to keep our loyalty with God, our contract that we signed before we came in. You know, hey, I'm gonna trust you, God, and until I can hear you clearly, I'm gonna just have faith. Because if it do me like they did that dog, they done did me like they did the dog, right? How many people can relate? So I just wanted to say, man, for everybody that stayed down with Christ and held it down. I mean, not like really held it down, but held it up. You know what I'm saying? And when everybody else doubted you, you know, you caught the mange, they push you to the side like the black sheep. They stopped even dealing with you. And if they dealt with you, it was only for some type of come up based on what they needed, right? And then when you would open your mouth and say, hey, that ain't right, then they would say, what you mean? What you mean? You know, they'll gaslight you, right? Come on, man, I know y'all can relate. But yeah, I was saying to myself, I said, man, I'm gonna share with my YouTube family, my tribe. When I get off on this walk, I'm gonna share this story because it could help somebody somewhere. Today, if people have written you off because you got the mange, just believe me when I tell you, in this season, nothing, not a flea nor tick will be able to attach to you, you know? And be able to become aware from our past seasons, you know, who was really there and who wasn't. You know, who was there just to see what was gonna happen? Who was in the mix of setting you up for the kill? And I want you to be true to yourself. Be true to God. Be true to Goddess. Be true to the Most High, right? And just keep moving. Because as you become aware of your own actions, you start evaluating them on a daily basis. You get home and you think about your day and how you could have done better, you know, because you loyal to God. So you be like, if you like anything like me, I be hard on myself. I be like, man, did I mess up just now? Or did I, you know, that's how much I love God, y'all. Which is why I trust him so much, which is why you see my attitude right now, my altitude, right? You see, I'm in a good mood right now, although I'm walking home, although I'm doing something different. But see, if it's something different happening right now, it's something else different happening in the spirit, right? Which then gonna transform down here too. So this is gonna only go so long, right? Come on, man. Talk to me, y'all. So I'm just trying to show my path, my story, on how no matter what test we put before me, it was like Job, you know. Our Father told the devil, hey, you can test him. Hey, go ahead. He loyal, right? He ain't gonna fold, right? So as we've been being tested, the enemy was being tested as well, you know. And forgive these people, because they may, you know, pray that, you know, God will give them another chance. They may have to get the tree cut down, right? He may tell that bush to stop growing, but they'll have another chance to make it right. That's the type of God we serve, y'all. And we're supposed to be made in his or her image, right? Period, y'all. You know, so with us, you know, embodying the feminine, divine feminine at this time, she is so powerful, so beautiful, right? As we are doing that, let it change who you are wholeheartedly, right? Let it really keep that forgiving spirit in you. That don't mean you got to go back. That don't mean you got to take a person back. That just means that you now know your value, and your value is precious, is more precious than diamonds and rubies, right? Remember the Bible says something about that? Right. So if you caught the mange in the last season and nobody wanted to deal with you, stay at that peaceful state that you have found, right? And your tribe will be put there with you in a second. Just steadfast. And I'm saying this, and I'm in it, so I'm talking to myself too, right? That's how you gotta do. You gotta pour in yourself, because ain't nobody else gonna talk to you like this but you, right? That's why you gotta love yourself enough to be able to speak to yourself and stop telling yourself, hey, sit down, I don't want to hear you talk, right? Come on, man. Yourself, at one point, all you had was you. All it was you and God, right? So yeah, guys, I just wanted to share this message, man, and I hope it helps somebody somewhere today. Y'all definitely like and subscribe to this page, and like I said, I really appreciate it, because coming on the YouTube, it really helped me with my healing, you know, and it helped me to open up and be all the way honest with not just you guys, but myself, because that's the only way I could have found y'all. It's for me to be authentically me. If I was to be somebody else, then I would attract other people. But I'm really attracting real love, man, and I really feel that. So I just want to say I love you, man. I really love y'all, man. And we must continue to create the flow, you know, the inner flow before anything, right? And with that being said, y'all, I'm breathing hard and all, man. I need to get back in the gym, man. But I'm gonna let y'all go, and I'll catch y'all on the next video. And I love y'all, man. Peace.